Good morning, everybody. Notice we bring the house lights up a little bit because I have to see you. We have had an amazing journey in the last 6 years building these Palm Mitchell schools. Somebody showed me a videotape of me speaking on a stage. I think it was here at Gathering, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And on stage I was like, and we are going to open up 7 Palm Mitchell schools. Can you imagine? 7. Well, we're at 91 Palm Mitchell schools, so. And when we started this journey, obviously our goal was to do something different. Walt Disney said, you want to be successful, look around, see what everybody else is doing, and then do something different. And so we looked around, saw what else was out there, and thought, wow, we got to change things. Maybe some of you are familiar with what was old school beauty school. Yeah? Let's see our old school beauty school. Anybody recognize this? How many of you went to that school? How many of you learned how to cut hair after you graduated from beauty school? You know, we're out to change that. And we're all about that new school, beauty school. So take a look at what Palm Mitchell is all about. I'm very, very grateful to, first of all, my partners, John Paul and Angus in the school business, and especially to my full-time out there working so hard, our other Palm Mitchell school owners and leaders who are here, and I applaud you and congratulate you, and any opportunity that I have to give you the accolades because that's where it belongs. You know, I heard it once said that service is the rent that we pay for room on this earth. And how I look at it is we have 91 Palm Mitchell schools, which means we're taking up a lot of space on this planet. 91 schools are taking up a lot of space, and so we have a lot of rent to pay, so to speak. And how we give back, how the rent that we pay is by making a difference. And, you know, John Paul Mitchell Systems is a product company, whereas Palm Mitchell Schools is an education company. Our product is education. And so we learn from the very, very best because when it comes to education, we teach people. All of us are teachers. Everybody in this room, doesn't matter the role that you play, we're all teachers. There's 3 ways you teach people, and you might want to write them down. 3 ways you teach people: by example, by example, by example. And we're fortunate enough in that it comes from the top. Who do we learn from? We learn from John Paul DeJoria. And so, you know, we've taken his lead and the rent that we pay on this planet to give back. I just want to share with you a couple of experiences that have happened even recently. We had 17 Paul Mitchell riders for AIDS Life Cycle that rode their bicycles from San Francisco to Los Angeles. If those AIDS life cycles are in the audience right now, will you stand up? For the 4th year in a row, we spent the months of February, March, and April throughout all of our Palm Mitchell schools raising money this year for 3 different causes. Habitat for Humanity, Lisa's organization, Lisa's Place, through Lisa Gibbons, which provides non-medical services and support to caregivers of Alzheimer's and memory loss. And then the third is our own charitable organization called the Andrew Gomez Dream Foundation, which supports all sorts of different charitable events within the beauty industry. In fact, I might be kind of giving it away, but I don't think that she's in the room right now. Andrew Gomez money, we're giving a check to Sister Bonnie tonight for $30,000. She doesn't know about it yet, but because we asked her. She has an outreach program to families in crisis. We asked her, what's your yearly budget? She's like, $30,000. I said, how hard is it for you to raise that $30,000? She's like, Winn, you have no idea what I have to go through every single year. I mean, she's a Catholic nun, you know, out there doing fundraising to support this cause. And so, you know, schools got together. You know what? Okay, can we write out a check for $30,000? No problem, Winn, $30,000. This year, in those 3 months, these schools raised a total of $615,000. We had a wonderful celebration there with Lisa Gibbons, Mike Helm, who's the president of the Andrew Gomez Dream Foundation, and Vidal Sassoon himself, who is heading up this project to build a village of homes in the Katrina-ravaged area. Paul Mitchell Schools will build 2 homes for Habitat for Humanity. In fact, our 4-year commitment to this cause has raised a total of $1.3 million. Now, I need for you to understand, we didn't raise $1.3 million by going to John Paul and saying, can we have $1 million? That $1.3 million was raised by future professionals in our schools doing cut-a-thons, bake sales, car washes. The Orlando school had what they called the topless car wash, meaning if you wanted the top of your car washed, it cost extra. Hey, that little thing raised $1,500, okay? Can you imagine a sign out on the street, topless car wash? We raised a lot of money. So, you know, we do what we got to do, okay? We got rent to pay on this earth, okay? So those future professionals raised $1.3 million, $1 at a time, $3 at a time, $5 at a time, and adding up. I mean, talking about being able to make a difference and send out a message, because people think, you know, well, yeah, somebody needs to do something about that. We lost homes in the Katrina area. Somebody needs to do something about that. Well, guess what? We are that somebody. You are that somebody. And we can't just rely on huge, big corporations to write out the big checks. You know, can you write out a $3 check? Because that's what? That will add up to $1.3 million. And again, taking the lead from John Paul DeJoria, he shared with us that one of his passions is a cause, Food for Africa. And so, of course, he's our leader. You know, we're gonna take his lead on that. So, John Paul, come on up here. So we got busy in the last month, and our Paul Mitchell schools have a check for you for $42,000.
That is incredible. Wow, I am blown away. Wow. Wow. This will feed for 1 year another 3,000 children from ages 0 to 12 years old. Winn, I'm blown away. Hey, on behalf of a lot of African children that aren't even between 0 and 12, they get a nutritious meal every day, and this will take care of 3,000 of them more for 1 year. Students, thank you so much. Schools, thank you so much. This is beyond awesome. You've probably saved the lives and the brains of another 3,000 people on this planet. Very kind. Thank you.
Thanks, John Paul.